God called Jesus a spirit of him in the Quran. So
Right.
it's not the God that is communicating in Quran. It's the people who are giving out the false information out there. So the religion itself and Prophet Muhammad itself, they never said, oh, Jesus is not this or that. He is the spirit of God, and that is like 100% truth, and no one can change that. Jesus was born as a miracle. He's the spirit of God. He will return, and he is that's like out of all prophets, why did Allah chose Jesus to be returned? Like, this is the question. Like, I'm a Muslim, and I'm never gonna say, oh, Jesus is just a normal prophet. No, he is something beyond. He's something very precious in Islam, that Allah chose him over Moses, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and we have got so many prophets, but Allah chose Jesus for the return. Like, there's a thing. So if you think about as a conscious Muslim, I would never disrespect or disgrade Jesus. I would never know the knowledge, but I'm never gonna like assume that Islam is bad or Prophet Muhammad was bad as well, because I know the fact that people create hatred in the name of religion, in the name of Islam, and they were like people who were not loyal to Prophet Muhammad.
I like some things that you said.
I'm getting out of breath. It's just I'm pregnant. I'm so sorry.
That's all right. Let me give you a little break. But you said some very eye-opening things, that there's a reason why Jesus is born of a virgin, a reason why Jesus is the one who's going to come back, that he's the one who's chosen to do these things. There's something special about him. The question is, what is it? What is it about Jesus that he is the one who's born through a virgin, and is the one who's going to return and come back, right, on the day of judgment and unalive the Antichrist and stuff like that? There's something unique and special about Jesus, who is the only prophet who's called the Spirit of God. And
Exactly.
the Word of God. What is it about him? Now,
And just to mention that he was called all of that in Quran. So
yes,
he was
all of this is in the Quran. This is all in the Quran. Now, this is the thing. Have you ever read the Gospel before?
Absolutely, yes. Because I grew up in Ireland, basically.
Yeah.
So I went to a Catholic school, all girls Catholic school in Longford, and
Yeah.
I used to go. We had like a little Catholic. Are you Catholic, by the way?
I'm not Catholic personally, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, so we had like a little church, and I was always interested, and I always felt peace, to be honest. I'm not going to say I felt more peace in mosque than a church. I felt like it was all the same. We follow the same God, basically. We have absolutely same morals, same beliefs, everything. It's just the people that are below, spreading all the hatred, doing things for money, and, it's just disgusting what they're doing. And they're not even loyal to Prophet Muhammad, because they're spreading false information about him, that he married a 9-year-old or a 6-year-old. That's false information. Like, it's contradicted itself. Like if you say that he came into this world to spread the right message, why would he just fool around marrying little girls and all that? That's not true. He didn't come to this world to marry little girls and stuff. He came into this world to spread the word of God, to spread.
But Sister Bambi, that is something that the sources say he did, though. It's
Those sources, let me tell you, those sources are literally sourced by the people that was against him, that didn't really like him.
Are you Sunni or are you Shia, or what sect of Islam do you follow?
Oh, you do know about Shia and Sunni?
Yeah.
I'm Shia, by the way, and Sunni.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Something triggered my ears when you said that they say the ones who betrayed the prophet, they say that those people are good. I was like,
and this is why I love Jesus. You know where I'm coming from. This is why I love humanity in Jesus, because I'm a Shia.
Okay.
Because I know what Muslims actually did with the family of Prophet itself. Yeah. So this is why, we don't see things as black and white. Like, just pray to God 5 times a day, follow Prophet Muhammad, and you'll go to heaven. No. There's so many things in this world. There's so many things. And Jesus
Can I show you something with what Jesus said?
Yeah, of course.
He's pointing back to his uniqueness.
Yeah.
He says something like this. So this is in the Gospel of John. This is verse 35. It says, Jesus said to them, I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me shall not hunger, and whoever believes in me shall never thirst. But I said to you that you have seen me, and yet you do not believe. All that the Father gives me will come to me, and whoever comes to me, I will never cast out. For I have come down from heaven, not to do my own will, but the will of him who sent me. And this is the will of him who sent me, that I should lose nothing of all that he has given me, but raise it up on the last day. For this is the will of my Father, that everyone who looks on the Son and believes in him should have eternal life, and I will raise him up on the last day. Now,
Exactly. So what I understand from this verse is that he's asking your salvation. Okay, wait. I don't know the word. He's asking your salvation. So he's basically he's basically telling the world, you need to do good stuff and you need to return back to the God. And I will be there to protect you from.
Well, he specifically says, not that you do good stuff, but even though that's a good thing, yes, but that's not what he's saying. He's saying, come to me.
Come to me, exactly.
He says, come to me, and if you come to me, you will never hunger, you will never thirst, because I will give you the food and the water that never runs out. Spiritually, he's going to make you spiritually full, complete.
And you know why he said that? Because that time he was representing the Father, he was representing the God. That's why he said, I am here to represent God, and I will save you from all the bad things. That's why. Because that time he was representing the whole message.
Right. So do you think, let me ask you this, even as a Muslim, do you think that a prophet, a good Muslim prophet, could ever say, come to me and I will make sure you hunger and thirst no more? Or come to me and I'm the Son of God who will raise you up on the last day, on the day of resurrection? You think a prophet or somebody like that?
If you ask me as a Shia point of view, like not as a Muslim, strict Muslim, if you ask me as a Shia Muslim point of view, we do have deities, like we do have people like Jesus in Islam. Like we don't take Prophet Muhammad as a normal human, like how Muslims take that he was a normal human, came in. Like we don't take Jesus as a normal human, we don't take Prophet Muhammad as a normal human. And there's other people in like Shia Islam that are there for salvation, like they're there to save you from hellfire. And then basically how
you believe that like some of these figures like Muhammad and others have some divinity to them and they can give you salvation?
Yes, exactly. And I do believe Jesus have it as well, to be honest, because they came into this world as a spiritual guide. They're not like us, they're not like humans, they were different than us. So they are the source of, what's the word? I keep forgetting things.
Salvation.
They're basically like there to protect us from hellfire and stuff. They're the figures that we need to follow and follow their path and stuff to reach the God, to reach the Father, as you say, Father.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't have much, Brother GodLogic, but I'm happy that she said that she's Shia. And nice to meet you, Bambi. I want to correct something, what you probably didn't hear. And again, I have no hate to you. I just want to mention a source, and I will go down.
Yes.
Here's a Shia source. Since you're Shi'i, a Shia source where it says that Aisha was a young baby girl. Let me quote it. In Fadl al-Tabrasi, again, Al-Fadl al-Tabrasi, I'lam A'lam al-Huda, Volume 1, page 276. Write it down, Volume 1, page 276. It says, the wife of Muhammad, so it's talking about Aisha bint Abi Bakr. The Prophet married Aisha in Mecca when she was 7 years old, and he married no virgin except her. And then he continues, he consummated the marriage with her when she was 9 years old. And this is what? A Shia source.
Yeah, so
thank you.
let me stop you there. Like, I'll justify this. So if they're talking about consummating a marriage, we Shias, we don't believe that Prophet came into like mess about. Like he had wives, but he's not like us. Like, he is not like us. He did not mess about. He did not like even
Sister,
he
sister, let me stop you for a second. You said earlier that she was much older than that,
Yes,
but I
yes,
just gave you a
I'll come to
source
that.
and you did not address it. I
I'll
want you.
come to that.
Oh,
I'm
just a second,
justifying
madam,
my
just a
point.
second. I want you to address the age of Aisha, because if you have done your research, Shia Islam, there are Shia scholars who do admit that both Sunnis and Shia agree that Aisha was a very young girl when Muhammad married her. And consummating means entering upon her, meaning the
I do
flower in her.
understand. Yeah, I
That's
do
what I wanted
understand
to
what
say. God bless you, Habibi, GodLogic, Paul, Brother Paul. I will go down because I don't have much time. God
Yes.
bless.
So,
fine.
do you
No,
want
that's
me
fine.
to? Do you want me to like explain the situation or?
I have a more detrimental position. Well, I'm more familiar with a more detrimental position against Shiaism, because it seemed to me that it's regardless about Aisha. You don't hold Aisha as high up as you hold Fatima, and the other. So back to your last point, who will intercede, who will save you from hell? I'm just telling this to Avery. They believe that Fatima is the queen of heaven, that she will be at the gates of hell, and she will look into the eyes of the Shia or people and say to Allah, this is from who man shayyani, or he's the one that actually from the Shia group, and he won't go to hell. So this is one of the instances that she last mentioned. Away from all this, what we need to actually go back to is your wrong understanding of the morality between Shia and Christianity are similar. They're absolutely not. You are more similar than Sunni, if not more disgusting. But to be honest with you, and I'm not being offensive, I'm being true. The truth is, you have exactly the same things. You have analyzing whoever cusses Muhammad. You have not only analyzed him, you actually, I have read one of your sources says that you take his wife, his kids, his money. So if someone cusses Muhammad, you don't just go after the guy. You go after the family, the money, the kids. Are you serious? Who's better? I think Sunni is better. And then we talk about child marriage. And here's what's more detrimental. You believe Ali married this holy woman that's called Fatima, except what you don't know, that Fatima, according to some of your sources, she was 9 years old too. So it doesn't matter if Aisha is 20 or 30 or 100 years old. You believe the higher person to you,
Do you know
Fatima,
what the
is
age
9 years
of?
old.
Well, coming back to Fatima, do you know the age of Ali when she got married to Fatima?
It's irrelevant.
No, it's not irrelevant. You know the whole discussion and
So you
comparison.
wait, hold on. So you agree that she was 9 years old?
Bro, I wasn't alive that time. I'm not sure. There's so many things.
Here,
There's so many
do you know,
sources.
do you know Arabic?
No, there's so many sources. Let me just talk.
Okay. I was going to show you the source.
Yeah, let me talk. Well, Sunnis show their sources that Aisha was 9. Shias, like they have different sources. They have different things. But do you want me to answer for Aisha, or do you want me to answer for Fatima to Zahra first?
Up to you. Up to you. So actually, the best thing to do is
Yeah.
to tell me who's your marja. You tell me who's your marja, I'll understand everything without even you saying anything.
No, Paul, first of all, you are taking different kind of like people. Like there's different kind of, I know for a fact because I lived in Ireland, I know for a fact that there's different kind of Christians as well with different, they're Roman Catholics, they're Pentecost, they're, in England, there are different kind of Christians with different beliefs and they contradict each other. So if you're attacking
Morality. Sorry, excuse me. Not
Yeah.
not on morality.
Yeah, so if you're
But please, no, I want you to confirm this.
I don't believe
None of the Christian denominations contradict each other on morality.
Well, I don't believe in Marja system. I'm that kind of a Shia. I don't believe in Marja system, and I've not gone into so deep into that as well because obviously I've grown into the West. I don't really know what's going on in the East or how they're taking like Islam to benefit
So-
themselves and to grow and to like be rich and stuff. I'm not sure what's
But
happening.
could we understand this a little bit more then?
But I can answer you.
Where did
for
the
Aisha.
Shiaism come from? Did it come from Ireland, or did it come from the East, where the whole split happened?
Well, Arita, you don't let me complete the.
I'm confused because you're confusing me. I cannot pin you down to anything. Then that means whatever
you want
I'll
me to
bring
answer
you.
on Aisha first. Do you want me to
Sure,
answer on Aisha?
I'll meet up. Sure, I'll meet up.
Okay, so first of all, about Aisha, we Shia do not believe that she was 9. We Shia believes that she was 18 and she was a divorcee as well. And how Rasulullah married her is that Abu Bakr basically told Rasulullah that, this is the Shia source, basically. I'm not sure. Sunnis are going to come for me for this. They're going to call me things and come for me. But I'm going to go straight into the fact, okay? Basically, Abu Bakr came to Rasulullah's door and said, if you do not marry this girl, I don't want her. Because according to Shia, she wasn't a very righteous woman. And that's why Rasulullah called her the mother of the ummah, because when he's gone out of this world, like when he's passed away, he didn't want Muslims to see her other than mother, other than anything else other than mother, and don't like sexualize her or do things with her. That's why he called her a mother, basically. That's what we think. And we have different sources on this, like we Shias. And about her age, we do not take narrations and things from books, because we know that people can write false things in the books. We know. We actually go by the history. We do certain things. We calculate. So there's like few Shia scholars who calculated her age according to her big sister, the date of the hijrah and everything, and she was about 18 or 19 years old. And about the hadith that it's narrated that she was 6 or 7, it's narrated by her. So we do not take her word, because we think that she wasn't loyal to Prophet Muhammad, and Prophet Muhammad just married.
But quite honestly, I don't think this is a fruitful conversation anyways, because you just told me that you don't believe in any books, so it doesn't matter what you say anymore. I think what we need to do is to discuss what you believe in, which book you believe in, which is the Quran. So treat you as a Quran only. I think it's a futile conversation at this point. You just affirmed that you believe in no books. That means everything you're saying is coming out of your, I don't know, imagination. We can't take. Sorry, let me try to finish this.
I believe in facts. I believe in spirituality, basically.
Okay, then let's do that. Let's do that then, instead of imagination. Right?
I don't think so. For me, Jesus or Prophet Muhammad came into this world just to marry girls and do bad things. It came to this world to spread humanity, basically.
Okay, well, that's not humanity though. Let's talk about that then. Let's talk about that instead of telling me like you're fork-tongued. You're telling me that you don't believe in books, but then you're bringing something perhaps from your imagination.
Because
and then now the same
please.
Okay.
Well, how do you want me to
then you believe in the Quran, right? Let's just stay on the Quran.
Yeah,
correct?
I do believe in the Quran.
Okay, then let's see if the morality of the Quran matches with the morality of Christianity. I think that's the best way to do this, right? Right?
Of course, yeah. Go on.
Okay, perfect. So let's forget about all this because it doesn't matter.
So you don't believe that we have the same God, like the God that came?
No.
Well, that's sad, because it is, honestly. It is.
Okay,
Well, that's what we're examining, baby. We can show you why we're saying that the morality of the God of the Bible is completely different than the morality of the God of the Quran, and they can't be the same. They can't be the same deity by that standard. You just can't. If God in the Bible says this is abhorrent, I hate this action, right? But the Quran allows this same action. That's not.
Actually, that's a good start, Avery.
Sorry to cut you off.
God,
do you guys online, do you guys go live every single day?
We go live all the time.
All the time. Is it possible if I come live with you tomorrow?
Absolutely.
Before you leave, because actually Avery hit
Because
the nail on
my
its head.
husband is actually coming back from work, and he'd probably like go mad. I'm pregnant, and arguing, debating. He's gonna go mad.
I promise you, Bambi.
Debating to
I
them.
promise you, Bambi. There's something that Avery hit on the head, like it can be done in 30 seconds. God have said in the Old Testament that if a married woman
Yeah.
get divorced and marry another man, and then wants to go back to her old husband, that'll be an abomination in the eyes of the Lord. So this what Avery was head on. Like this is exactly that something that God have detested the God of Abraham. But yet Muhammad comes and say it's necessary if a woman wants to go to her old husband that she goes and have intercourse with another man. This is in the Quran and the Hadith. But
No, that's
it's in the Quran. So that being said,
that's false.
that
That's where you're getting your information wrong. You can, I swear to God, that's not what he said. He said, if you get divorced from your current husband and you think you can reconcile, you do not have to marry another man. That's so bad. Like, this is misinformation. I swear to God, you can go back to
which
this.
do you read? Which Quran do you read? So I can.
It's in the-
I mean, you read the Quran that is imaginary, or do you read the same
No.
Quran that?
Let's do this. Let's do this. So I don't want to
Do you
get
want
in
me
trouble with.
to, do you want me to bring sources tomorrow? I'll bring sources.
Yeah, Bambi. Yes, please. Yeah, but come back tomorrow. Bring what you have. Bring some sources, and we'll be able to talk about it. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much. It was really nice talking to all of you.
You too. Take care of yourself.
God bless you.
You and the baby.